Yo guys, how's it going? We are back for a new series on FIFA 22. We've already started one career mode in this FIFA, but today we're going to be starting our next one, which is going to be one of the ones that I did promise in the last episode, well, the first episode of the first career that I actually made, which is going to be a create your club career mode. So let's get into it. We're gonna call it, what shall we call it? You know what, we're from Leicester, so we'll go with that. No, shall we? You know what, we don't have two Leicester clubs. We'll go with Leicester. Leicester, I've always thought of Leicester Lions. I don't know why, but we're going to go with it. Leicester Lions. Nickname R. If we can have Lions, that would be fucking amazing. We actually can. Perfect. Short name. Let's go Lions. Let's just go Lions for that as well. So enter. Abbreviation LLC, maybe. Yeah, we'll go with LLC for our abbreviation, and that will be that for now, I think. Yeah, we'll go with that. Now next is we're going to be starting in League 2 of this competition, and we've got to swap out a side, which we are going to go for. Who do we go for? I'm not sure. I'm not going to lie to you. Shall we go with Sutton? They've literally just come in to the EFL League 2. So we're going to go with them and swap them out for this little bit of a career mode. And now we've got to choose our rivals. The closest side to us, to Leicester, shall I say, would be Northampton. So we're going to go with them as our rivals. And now we've got to customise our first kit. What do we go for, boys? What do we go for? That is a pretty cool kit, to be fair. We're going to go with a... What shall we go with? Let's go with a red, and this one to be a black, maybe? Do we go black? I'm not minding it, apart from the 3 stripes across the middle. That one's a little bit better. Red is fine. Black, that one looks a little bit better. I'm not going to lie to you. That one looks a bit better. Red and black. Oh, that one's nice. I like that one. We're going to go with that one. That is a Adidas kit by the looks of it. So we're going to stick to the Adidas. We'll go with that. The number on the back is going to have to be black, I think. No, that's not right. Hold on. White. We want it as white, but the numbers we want as black. So let's have a little bit of a rotation here. Yep, that looks... Actually, no, let's go with white. Stick to the... No, that's not what we wanted either. Go with white, because then it sticks to the theme of the kit. We'll go with that. That looks good to me. For our first home kit, now we want our away kit. Right, who do we go for here? We've got to go Adidas again, just to stick to it. But is there any more that I actually like the look of? Okay, so this is the last of the Adidas ones. That one's quite cool, but I do like that one more, I think. Just something a little bit more plain. Do we go with a white secondary kit? Do we go with a white secondary kit is the option. Or do we go yellow to try and replicate that Lion S sort of feel? That sort of a colour. I'm thinking just go with a standard white, to be honest. Go with a white and maybe add that sort of a colour into it. No, because that looks absolutely grim. Add a red, maybe. No, that doesn't look great either, to be honest. Black. Hold on, if we put black there and go with this colour to be red. No, that doesn't look too bad, actually. That one doesn't look too bad. Name and number, however, we go for black on this one, as we will need it to be black. Okay, so that doesn't really stand out, to be honest, in the middle, but even so. Or could we go red? Yeah, let's go red, as it will stand out a little bit more. You can easily see it then. Yeah, so that'll be our away kit. And then let's go for the crest. What shall we have it as? Right. Do we go for something like this? Just trying to figure out something. That one could work. That top corner one. But choose a different colour maybe. That one's quite cool. I quite like that one. What about red? What's red saying? I'd say white is probably a bit better, to be honest. White we'll go with. This one in the top corner. And that, I'd say, is that. We go with this one now, which will be the home stadium for us. Obviously, we don't want to be starting off with an absolutely massive stadium, but we want somewhere that looks alright, you know what I mean? 53, 52, 42. We're going to be starting in a low league, that's the only issue. 9,000, a lower park, 10,000, Euro park. That's the next one up. That's the next one that actually looks like the lowest one that actually looks decent. So let's go with that and rename it to the Lions Den. Yeah, let's go Lions Den as our name for our stadium, Lions Den, and that is what we will have it as. Stands we want. Okay, so we get to choose the colours of the stands and stuff now. Let's go white with that. Hold on. Actually, what did that say? Dual. Oh, we can have two different colours. Ooh, okay. Can I have red and white? Can I have it the other way round is the issue. Can we have red, white then red? Can we sort that? Yeah, we'll go with that one instead. Go with white with red, with seat colours to be red, I think, or white. No, we'll go with red. We'll make it stand out a little bit. Yeah, we'll go with that. Now we have the pitch, which we have the grass to come first. We have a few different styles of grass here. What are we saying looks decent? I'd say that one is probably quite cool. Let's go with the tartan look. Then nets, we want to be going with white and red diagonals. Or do we go with that? That one looks cool. Red, white and green. EA Sports as our... That one is not too bad. I'd go with that one actually. Let's go with that. And that's that sorted. Now atmosphere, yeah, we're not going to go that deep into it, I don't think. So yeah, we'll go ahead and advance from that. Right, so we're going to start out with the lowest rated possible side that we can go with, and we're going to go with a squad age of very young, I think, to try and basically get this side and try and make it as good as we possibly can with a very young side, maybe. Or do we start out with someone, give it young or balanced? Or do we go seasoned and make it a little bit more difficult? Let's go seasoned and make it quite realistic, obviously, with our side being in League 2, I'd say. board expectations, obviously we're going to go with a... okay, so we have quite a few here. Small club, football giant, small club, youth focused. This is just for the board expectations, so it's not like it's really affecting anything, to be fair. Let's go small club on that. And then that is that, to be fair. Loose, we want to go strict for that. International job offers, we're going to go ahead and enable. Transfer window enabled as well. And legendary, yep, that's all sorted for me. Let's advance and get straight into it. Right then, here we are, as we see the club coming forward, and this is our manager this time round. We've gone with a very, very different look from what I normally go to, but yeah, now we're straight into the pre-season tournament. We're going to go with International Cup, the European International Cup, as that has the most money, so let's go with that and see what we can do in it. And now we have a couple of emails, obviously, about the transfer window and the cup we've just entered. But let's go into our Youth Academy report. There's only one player in there that is probably going to actually become anything for this side, to be honest. But he could be a decent player from the start for us. If he can improve quite well, he could end up being a decent player for us. But apart from that, not a lot has happened there. Visions and expectations. Let's have a look at this. So, for the short term, we have sign at least 2 players younger than 20 years old with potential greater than the average overall rating of the players currently in the same position, which shouldn't be too difficult. And within 2 seasons, sign 1 youth player to the senior team, play them in 10 matches either as a part of the starting 11 or coming on as a sub. That shouldn't be too difficult either, to be fair. Then brand exposure, we want to get a streak of 5 clean sheets in home matches this season. Okay, that one's probably going to be a bit more difficult. Continentals we're not in. And then domestic success, avoid finishing in the bottom part of the league and reach the round of 16 in the FA Cup. And finally, keep player salary growth below, under 30% and finish with at least 4.3 million profit at the end of the first transfer window, which is absolutely impossible. So we'll leave that there. And so then, boys, so as a quick insight, as we've just started our club, this is the side that we have been given. We've got Norgard up front, who is a 29-year-old left winger. We have Barker in the centre, who is a 25-year-old centre forward. We then have Warren on the right wing, who is a 26-year-old. We then have in the middle Small, who is a 28-year-old. We have Reed, who is a 27-year-old. We have Bound, who is 28. Irvin, who is 24. Holloway, who is 28 as well. Long is 24. Welch, we have, is 27. Jordan, who is 34. We've got Dunbar, who is 31. Nicholas, shall I say, who is 32. We've got Bullock, who is 31. 21-year-old Manning. Maguire, who is 19. Lewis, who is 26. Marsh, who is 19 again. Clark, 19. Clayton, 19. Ball, 17. Barker, 24. Baker, 24. And Man finally is 24. And that is the side we have been given to start off this career mode. Right then, so we have a player chat from Jonathan Long here, who is our centre-back, obviously our captain. Greetings, boss. On behalf of the whole team, I wanted to welcome you to Leicester Lions. Thank you. We've got plenty of work to do. Let's get into it, boys. And now we have a loan offer, which is a loan to buy offer for Ed Clark, our 19-year-old centre mid slash cam, who is 53 overall at the minute from Bohemians FC. And obviously we've not got that many players in the club at the minute, so we're going to go ahead and reject it. And now we have our first game of the European International Cup that we're going to go ahead and simulate. So let's see what we can do in this first game. Let's quick sim and see where it gets us. And we have won 2-0. Manning and Warren, the two lads getting the goals in that game. First win from the first game. Perfect for us. And now going into our second game. This one against Victoria Berlin. Let's see if we can get anything out of this game. First, we're going to go ahead and make a bit of a change that we're going to have to do, unfortunately. Obviously, our players out here aren't the best. They're not out here being like your Ronaldo type players, obviously. So we are going to have to be careful about stuff like that. And right now, I'm struggling just to change players. So that's going well, isn't it? But Norgard seems to be okay. We need a right midfielder, so we're going to have to go ahead and play this lad out here. Holloway, let's swap you out for this game and play this man here. We can swap this guy out for Ball. Nicholas can come in as well. And Marsh can also come in. It's a very, very low rated side, this one that we're putting out today. But it's got to be done, so let's get into it. Quick sim. Let's see what we get out of this one. We still managed to somehow get a draw, even though we fully changed our side pretty much using pretty much some of the worst players we've got. 2 apiece, I will take that. And we were in the lead for a little while as well, to be fair. We went down, then went 2-1 up, and then they've managed to pull it back just a minute later, to be fair. And they have managed to get a draw out of it. But a point for us in that game is a very good point, I think. And now for our third and final game of this cup. Let's see, well, third and final game, possibly third and final game of this competition, but hopefully not if we can manage to get at least a point away against this side, at home, sorry, against this side. What we're going to have to do is, again, make that change round. Reed is still a bit tired out there. Small can come back into the squad, though, there we go, we've managed to get there in the end. Warren can come back in for Clayton, even though he isn't that tired. Then Irvin can come back in as well. Welch can come back in as well. And that is probably, hold on, actually one last player is Bound, who can come back in for Ball. And that is pretty much our full starting 11 again. Norgard is a little tired though, so we'll give this game to Lewis for this one. So let's go ahead and confirm that. Obviously it's the best player off the pitch now, but as long as we can get a draw, that's all that matters. Let's see what we can do. Simulate, quick sim. And we lose the game 3-2 in the dying moments of the game, 82nd minute, and we ended up getting away with it. Oh, that is poor. Baker and Lewis, one of the player that I was worried about, to be fair, has come into this and managed to bag himself a goal, but we do in fact lose that game. And do we go through is the question. Do we go through? Yes, we do. We have managed to go through on goal difference, and that is perfect for us. And now to go in our into our game against Waterford in the semi-finals of this competition, and most of our players are absolutely knackered again, so we're going to go ahead and swap this side round again. Norgard's come back in. Clayton will not have to come back in for this one. Barker's going to have to come off for Maguire. Reed can come back in for this game and he can play there. Bullock is also have to come in for this one. Longford is going to have to come off. He can come on. Marsh can go back off. Then we want Ball for Bound, and that is the side we are going to be sending out, I should think. Yep, that's the side we'll go with. And let's get in to the quick sim straight away against Waterford. Quick sim, let's see what we get out of it. If anything, we have lost the game 1-0 in the 87th minute. Unfortunately for us, we have ended up missing the goal that we needed. And to be fair, we needed to win that competition to get ourselves a little bit more money. Unfortunately, it hasn't worked, but it is what it is. And hopefully, we can just push on and get the signings we need to start this season off successfully. Right then, boys, so we have sought out a couple of players that I have now got my eye on. A few players here off of the free agents list. Then we have a couple of players that here that have got started straight from scouted straight from when you first get your first scout report as you join the club. But the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is try and sign, I think, a couple of these lads that are currently on the free agents, as I think that'll probably be our best bet of getting something decent out of the squad. So what we're going to do, go ahead and try and sign this lad, Barry Scullion, 16 years old, 56 overall, which isn't too bad. He's from Northern Ireland, and fair enough, his stats ain't looking too great at the moment, but let's get him in and see what he can do, hopefully. And here we are in the hot seat with your boy Barry. Could be getting his first professional deal coming in with the Leicester Lions. And he wants an important role at the club. That seems doable at the moment. He wants a 5-year deal. I will accept that. We'll disregard the release clause as we don't want one of those. And he's wanting 750 a week. Let's see if he'll take 500 with 1,000 signing on bonus. Let's see what he'll say to that. That's a reasonable offer, and I will take that all ends up. No problem, £500 a week and 1,000 on the signing on bonus. You cannot complain at that. Next lad that we are going to sign is this man here, Oni Valakari, I think his name is, 21 years old, 63 overall, centre mid, can play as a cam as well. He is Finnish. Let's go ahead and try and sign him as a free agent as well. And here we are in the hot seat. He wants a crucial first team player. That is acceptable. I can understand that all ends up. So let's go with, he wants a 4-year deal. We can accept that. And he doesn't want a release clause, and that's even better for me. Now, the wages. So they reckon between 2.5 grand, and I didn't see the other number that it came up with. But we're going to go with 2.8, and then go with a 5,000 signing on bonus. Let's try that, see what he says. He's accepted it. It's a reasonable offer, and that is perfect for me. And now, the next man we're going to try and sign is Mitchell Duke, who is a striker. He is Australian. He's 30 years old, 67 overall, which is a slight increase on what we have at the minute. But them physical stats are looking quite tasty for me. And he has not got bad finishing either. So let's try and sign this man if he will accept it. And let's try and get him. Here we are, boys, trying to sign our first big signing of the career. It's a crucial first team player, of course. He only wants a 2-year deal. I can accept that. That's no problem. Disregard the release clause. He only wants 3,800 on the wages and a 25,000 signing on bonus. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. I'll accept that. That's no problem. But remove that bonus as well. We'll try that, see what he says. He now wants 4.3 thousand, but that's still not a bad offer from him. Let's try and get him on 4 grand a week instead. Will he accept that? Yes, he will. He has came in, and he is now our 3rd signing of the transfer window, our 1st signing for the club, and our 3rd signing of the episode. Perfect. And now we have an offer for Ian Dunbar, a 32-year-old goalkeeper that we have at the club. It is only 53 overall from, I'm not sure what club that actually is. Yeah, there's no Yeah, there's no way I'm pronouncing that. What we're going to do is delegate a deal. We're going to go to 140,000 and leave it at 100 and see whether they come back with any other offers and see what happens. We now have a transfer offer for our captain that we're going to, of course, we're going to go ahead and reject. Right then, so we have a couple of bits of transfer business here with Harrison Clayton could be going out on loan to buy, a 19-year-old, 49-year overall, a player that was playing not too badly, I think, in the pre-season tournament. But he is a player that is going on a loan to buy, well, possibly could be going on a loan to buy. What we're going to do is go ahead and negotiate with this club and see what they have to offer. So, let's go ahead and accept the loan to buy. You want him on a 1-year deal, we'll accept that. 60-40 in their favour, I'll accept that as well. Then they want him on a 105,000 deal. Proposed new. Let's go 145,000 because at the end of the day he's a young lad, and they're accepting that straight off the bat. 145,000 in a year's time we could be getting for him, depending. So we'll have to wait and see. And also, Ian Dunbar has come back 400,000 that I think I'm going to go ahead and accept and try and sign one of them other young goalkeepers that I've got my eye on. And right now, being as we have just had the offer for our goalkeeper, I can't remember his name, I forgot already, being accepted, sorry, we're going to go ahead and see whether we can try and bring this lad in now. So we'll go ahead and have a look. Right then, so here we are looking for this young lad from Liverpool. We're going for a loan offer, by the way, with a loan to buy if they will accept it. And Jurgen Klopp has said it sounds practical, so in a year's time we will be looking to... Okay, so they want 60-40 in our favour. Let's counter that and go 50-50 if they'll accept that, obviously. He said that's good for them, and an offer at the end of this transfer. Let's try 500,000, as I know he's worth less than that at the moment, and they've accepted that. 500,000 for a keeper maybe at the end of this season that could be worth a little bit more than that. Jurgen Klopp, you may have just made a mistake. And now, being as that offer's just gone through from Liverpool, I'm going to try and sign this lad here, Torre, on a loan to buy as well. Actually, no, we're going to go for Stansfield. Try and get him on a loan to buy as well. Let's see whether it works or not. And here we are, in the board, loan to buy. They're happy with it. It sounds practical. We'll go with a 1-year deal. I'm not sure how much this dude's worth. I think it's about 775,000. They are wanting a lot less money. Jesus, they want us to pay quite a bit of his wages. But they've accepted the 60-40. And now let's go for 800,000. Yeah, 800,000 on the transfer fee at the end of the year. And they have gone ahead and accepted it for Stansfield. So we could be getting this lad on a loan to buy offer. Hey ho, who would have thunk it? Right then, boys, so here we are. We have a press conference just before we end today's episode, as we have got a couple of signings brought in. We've done not too badly, I don't think, for the first episode, but we'll go ahead and do this. Let's see what we have to say. What's the mood ahead of the first competitive game? I'm happy with what we've got here. The Leicester Lions are looking like badmans out here today. Okay, hold on. Can you expect anything better than bottom half finish? We'll go and fight for every point. Exactly. We're not in it just to stick where we should be. We're in it to win it, boys. And will you stick with Long? Of course we will. He is literally... every player has to earn his place, but he's our captain. It's not like I'm just going to throw him out with the trash. But that is going to be where we end today's episode, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this first episode. If you have, please do leave a like. We have started our first career with a created club. We have Duke that has been signed, Valakari as well, who has been signed in. That is the two main lads that we've signed in, and then we've got Scullion also on the bench, who we have signed. But they are the three signings we've had so far. Obviously, we've got a couple here waiting to come through as well. Hopefully, with this lad here, Peter Lungu, or Peter Lugu, a striker, a goalkeeper from Liverpool. Hopefully he will come in on a loan to buy, or at least on a loan. That's the main thing. And also Jay Stansfield, so we have a decent backup striker as well, looking like he could be a very clinical striker for us if he can come in on a loan to buy. But we'll have to wait and see for the next episode to see how that goes, as I'll remove Amu as he has changed club. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please do leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I will catch you in the next one.
Rise up from the ashes, wings on my back, stay lit like a matchstick. We ain't coming back, I swear. Just let go and see what happens. Gotta let go to see the magic happen. They got us a quick change, so we like them in phase. I'll just buy a new watch, time to make my wrist ring. The zero